Hi, my name is Wayne Martin. I live in Palo Alto in the Silicon Valley. I wanted to speak to you today a little bit about changes in the publishing industry that is seeing more and more of published materials ending up online. For a long time, newspapers have been publishing online, and regional papers, that is, and the smaller papers, the free papers, the giveaway papers that exist in many larger and smaller cities are slowly beginning to move over to online editions also. The economy has been hit hard over the last couple of years, and advertising has dried up, forcing newsrooms and features personnel to disappear, meaning that the papers are smaller by themselves. Additionally, with online access and broadband, people not only can read papers in your town, but they can read them in any town. So larger papers, New York Times, LA Times, Sacramento papers, all have announcements that let people know all over the country that when the paper's out and what the front page looks like. So their readership is actually increased in terms of geography. Little papers routinely have been very profitable for their owners because they sell a lot of ads, and they deliver these papers into boxes where people go for coffee shops or bus stops, and so they are able to deliver readers to their advertisers. Here in Palo Alto, there's been a shift in the last couple of months where one of the local papers has stopped publishing as many times as it used to, and now is beginning to depend on e-delivery. Another one, the Palo Alto Daily News, has just recently announced that it's gone into the e-edition business. It's created a new website which allows users readers to get access to the paper either in page images or in article images. By and large, it's not any different than any other of the regional paper websites. It's just that it's a local paper, and routinely the local papers generally end up filling up the landfills, and this is an interesting alternative for local papers to sell ads and not fill up the landfills. It's a bit of an experiment. We'll see, since the local papers have routinely delivered their papers to people who are moving around, frequently non-residents in a town who were at coffee shops or shopping, and they found these papers and they decided to take a few minutes to brush up on whatever's in the news. I've mentioned these Sony ebook readers before and have been very enthusiastic about them, and just wanted to point out that New York Times is available on the Kindle version of these things, as well as 10 or 12 other papers. When you get up in the morning and power on your machine, it wirelessly downloads the paper formatted for the Kindle. There's a company in Mountain View called Plastic Logic that's getting ready to deliver a new device that will doubtless change the newspaper industry also, because it is a very light device. It's an 8 by 11 format using e-ink also. Remains to be seen how quickly they catch on, but if this device has a wireless interface like the Kindle does, it probably will catch on and be very popular. So, and generally I try to relate some of this to libraries. The Palo Alto Library, for instance, is spending about a third of its print budget for periodicals and newspapers, about $130,000 a year. It's very possible that if these papers were to become available more or less exclusively on the net, that the library wouldn't have to spend nearly as much money on the kinds of print media that they do, which they ultimately have to throw away and not only to manage, they routinely sit and stamp every version when it comes in. So all of that paper management could go away. It would take fewer people to provide these services, and ultimately people might even be able to get a site license at home, so they really wouldn't even have to go to a library to look at the paper, which some people seem to want to do. So things are changing. They're changing quickly, and it's very exciting in the world of electronic media distribution. This is Wayne Martin saying thanks for watching.